Hi, everybody. I'm Damini Celebrate, and here on the East Coast, it's a super cold and almost again snowy day. And it's just a really lovely time to grab something warm to drink and to just have a chat. Each week, I do a broadcast called Connect In. And Connect In is all about getting out of our twirly head and come and learn tools to come back in to our body. So maybe not learning tools, but just talking about different ways that it's like when we're out of our head and different ways of what it's like when we're in our head. And I've been a healer, either an acupuncturist or an energy healer for over 30 years, right? I know I was 5 when that happened, right? But what I've learned to watch a lot is watching energy patterns. And what I know over the past, in particular, over the past couple, well, over the past year, let's be real. Over the past year, we have been in a state of distress, right? Because life is not like it used to be. And when we're in a state of distress, we also often spend a lot of time trying to think about, that's the key word, of how do I do something different. And all that thinking, all the anxiety, all of the just madness that's been around us tends to keep us up in our head, up here, and not in our body. And I call that being ungrounded. And the reason why it's so super important to come back into our body is that when we're in our body, we can actually connect and listen to and feel into the cues that our body gives us that keep us moving forward and moving forward to be our bestest, brightest, most amazing self, right? In Taoism, they call that destiny. I think in the 21st century, destiny is a great idea, but sometimes we just need to know how to be happy and to be in control of what we call joy, right? And, we can make joy happen, we can make happiness happen, right? This is Valentine's Day week. It's all about, connecting to hearts. But what if we make it all about connecting to our heart this week? And the easiest way to connect to your heart, our heart, is by coming back into your body. And so this pattern I was talking about, when we're up in our twirly head, all our energy is up here. And just notice what happens, notice what happens to you when I start this, right? It's like, oh my God, I have to wake up, I have to do this, I have to do this, the kids have to do this, I have this. It's like all this energy starts happening and it builds up and we're thinking all the time. We're twirling and thinking and planning and then there's the what if. And there's the big what if right now. What if I get the virus? Or what if, the what if. Everything just twirls you up here. And when you're up here, there's no way you can be here, right? And so the easiest thing to do is just come back inside your body. And I know that's easy because we are in the 21st century or in this century right now. It's so easy to pop up and stay in our heads. Sometimes we're not in our body because it hurts, because it emotionally hurts, or because we physically hurt. That happens. But I really believe that our body is our internal guidance system. I can call that intuition, but I think our body is more than just intuition. Our body is our body, as I like to say, holds the roadmap for our transformation. Our body is kind of in communication with our heart and with our soul. And in a way, our body is directing us to be our best, brightest self. And you can only kind of get into the body and follow that path, just like getting into a car and driving, if you come inside, if you come inside the car. I know that's a weird analogy, but we have to come back inside our body and let our heart lead the guidance. Easier said than done, right? At times. And so what happens? What happens when we come out of here and come into here? I mean, you could just think about it. Sometimes our energy is all the way out here. And as you start to come in, breath, right? You just pay attention to your breath. Bring that breath down into your belly and bring it down even more into your feet. You can actually feel more centered. You can actually feel a little bit more weight. I don't know if you've noticed, but even my voice drops a little bit more when you come into your body. So as you come in, one is you can actually focus instead of going oh all the time, right? But you can come in. And then you could start listening to the cues, these really important cues that your body gives you to say, yeah, that's it. No, that's not it. And sometimes when we are so attached to the idea, when we are in this kind of focused thought intention, we sometimes miss the cue of the body going, no, 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 you should have made a left, not a right, right? And, this does not apply to little things. This very simple coming into your body and following where your body guides you can be used in every aspect of your life. Because when you're in your body and you pay attention to your body cues, you're actually listening to the guidance of your heart or heart center. And when you live a heart-centered life, there is ease and flow and joy and this deep sense inside you that you are living to your highest potential, to your bestest, brightest self. When you are grounded and in your body and living a heart-centered life, you don't feel like you're pushing a boulder up the hill. There is a sense of all the time in the world you need is right there. And you know this because when you're doing something you love, when you're doing something that really lights your eyes up, lights your heart up, you think 5 minutes have gone by and hours have gone by. Right? That's a way that you know that you're in a heart-centered life. In Eastern medicine, there's a concept of the heart, and the heart is this energetic vessel, if you will, that not only allows spirit, if we're talking about Eastern medicine, to come in and guide us, but it's also allowing the space for all our emotions to have an expression. And when all our emotions are having an expression, that's flow. That's being in the flow of your heart. When we stop only letting certain emotions coming through, like, just happiness or just anger or whatever, all those myriad of things, we actually stop the flow of our heart. And when we stop the flow of our heart, there's heartache. We don't want to be in our body, so we go up here. So it's, listening to Eastern medicine and energy medicine You know, it is a dance of being balanced in our head and balanced in our heart. Because, you know, our head is brilliant and she tells us exactly where and how to plan out what we need to do. But the mind is the action, the heart is the impetus. So when you're grounded in your heart, when you're grounded in your body, centered in your heart, you know, you have every opportunity to live a heart-centered life, to be your bestest, brightest self. So because this is Valentine's Day weekend, you know, what would it be like if you just committed to following your heart's yes? Following that sensation of like, oh yeah, there's flow, there's excitement, there's an eye twinkle. Versus, I don't think so, I don't want to do that. What if you kept inviting your heart to make the choices and going and following that yes? That's something to think about, huh? So if you'd like to know more tools to live a heart-centered life, go over to my website, which is DaminiCelebrity.com, and look under Tools of the Heart. It's a 21-day journey to learn really essential tools to live a heart-centered life. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a heartful day, right? Thanks.